Welcome back, everybody, to PernAngband version 5.1.1. I am recording this on my actual birthday. It's not my birthday when you see this. But yeah, I've got a bit of time in the morning, so I'm choosing to spend a bit of my birthday with you and in Pern. Let's do File. How do we do this? Window, Options. How the fuck do I open this again? Just press any key to proceed. Alright, there we go. C. No, that's not what we want, is it? Is this what we want? Yeah, I guess it is. Incidentally, two things I should mention that I realized. I watched that video again. One's super minor, and that's that one of the store owners was named Raistlin. That is a reference to the Dragonlance series of novels. So not only do we have Middle-earth here, and not only do we have Pern here, we have frickin' Kryn here. There's like a convergence of all these different worlds. The second thing is I realized why we didn't need a frickin'... We didn't need a... Let's do this. Wield. How do you wield? How do we unwield? How the hell do we do that? We don't need this torch going. I'm not sure how to get rid of it, to be honest with you. Take off, maybe? Shift T? No, that's tunnel. T for take off? Take off which item? M. We don't need this. Why? Because I realized we worshipped Tilion, the god of the moon. When we first worshipped him, it said something about you radiate a silver light. I just saw it when we loaded again. That is why we're able to see in the dark with no torch. I'm just realizing. I think it's a byproduct of worshipping the god we chose to worship. So I guess that's a good thing, right? Perhaps the lantern would let us see even further. But I don't think we need a... I don't think we need this thing as a torch, or rather a light source as a whole. I just want to know what this is. Well, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it! I just summoned a fucking purple mushroom patch. I'm sorry. Well, let's look at this again. It still says 48 next to A, so I don't know. I mean, it takes 0 mana. 0 level strength at 0. Did it affect our strength in any way? No. Did it affect our hit points in any way? Not that I know of, but maybe. I don't know what the TP is. Maybe that's something to do with it. Maybe the TP is something to do with your I don't know. As with any Angband variant, as with any variant of any game, I'm always excited to... I'm just trying to pick this lock as much as I can. I'm always excited to see what the differences are and explore those. And, you know, obviously you're taking at face value the idea that whoever made the game, you know, has done their best to balance it. And certainly we can see, you know, when we first started this character, he needed 42 experience to level up. Only 44 now. That's not how much. We need 105 to advance. I mean, admittedly, the experience required to advance for this character is insane. In at least standard Angband, a human warrior would require 10 experience at level 1. We needed 42. So there is a significant, you know, significantly steeper requirement than there would be for most characters. That said, I can't deny that summon seems like it's pretty freaking powerful, at least early on. But whatever, we'll do our best to play the game as it's presented. That's all we can do, right? Play the game as it was meant to be played. And being a Dragonrider Beastmaster was one of the completely legal presented options. And unlike the Maya we saw in Angband, it is offset. It's not an easy mode. It's offset by a penalty, a rather steep penalty. What are we looking at there? What's that plus sign? A between gate. Not sure what that is. I'm a little afraid to step on it. We won't do it just yet. Let's go kill this icky thing. Your weapon slices into the white icky thing's heart. I forgot. There's another interesting thing about PernAngband, which we'll probably turn off soon for reasons I'll explain when we first see it. But our weapon sliced into the white icky thing's heart. With a white icky thing, I guess with a whip, it's possibly we've literally split the body and hit its heart. You cleave the white icky thing in half. Again, it must be very gelatinous if we're doing that with a whip. We slew it. The voice of Tilion booms. So you want to serve me, Flef? Very well, but be diligent. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, sir. I do want to serve you. Oh, what? Our light has gone out. Our self-light has gone out now that Tilion has decided I'm an asshole. Apparently. Let's wield that torch again. Let's wield E. Alright, well, we got light again. Not sure why he suddenly took umbrage with me. You feel the set of leather gloves you're wearing on your hands is average. All right, well, so be it. See what I'm saying? Like, even here, like, it'd be easy enough to miss that as a corridor. The absence of periods is really a deeply problematic design choice. Control and south removed that rubble. We'll check out that between gate shortly. I don't want to... It's a level 1. I wonder if it... I also mentioned yesterday that the large gray snake was a level 4 large gray snake. I could be wrong. It might be it's a level 4 snake, and that all level 4 snakes are large gray snakes, and all level 1 snakes are large brown snakes. It might just be helping you understand the threat level of the monster, which is not a bad thing. Now here's why we want to probably turn off this interesting option, admittedly, in PernAngband. We just cut off the large brown snake's leg. That's an impressive fucking feat. You slash at the large brown snake face. You miss the large brown snake. It flees in terror, so be it. You missed the large brown snake. You gave the large brown snake a deep gash. You've slain it. I mean, these options are interesting, but how the hell did we just cut off its leg of a snake? Let's take a look at 5, actually, as well. Here we go. Show silly messages when fighting. Let's say no. Whoops. As a general rule, I'm not a fan of silly anything. Like, I want a legit game, you know what I mean? Let's do this, too. Hey, here we go. Here's our experience needed for next level. That's good. Use the old coloring scheme. Reload the game. Player character represent his here health? I don't know what the hell that means. Alright, well, at the very least, we won't have those options anymore, and we should, as well, we can see we need 47 experience to level up. Is that correct? Or did we not save that? I want to say no. Return to advance. Escape to accept, yeah. Why did it not work? Pressing P. Oh, it is there. Maybe do we coincidentally need 47 experience as well? Or did I do it wrong here? Maybe I've totally done this wrong. What's wrong with me? 5. Show the experience needed for next level. That's actually, we want that to be yes, for one thing. But it was yes, wasn't it? Alright, put escape. It is possible that coincidentally we have 47 experience and we need 47 experience to level up. I guess that's possible. Now, I think coincidentally we're dancing around this, but it's coincidentally true. I think. Watch. We need 105 total. Half of that is, well, no, that'd be 95. I don't know. Maybe that option just plain doesn't work. I'm tempted to try to load the old color scheme in case it gives us our proper graphics that we want, like with periods for floors. But I'd be surprised if they called that color scheme as opposed to say graphical scheme. Like, what the fuck are these? What the hell are these things? These semicolons. Should I care about them in any way? I don't know. It's very, very early in this game, very obviously. I think it's a dead end, right? We can go northeast and south. Okay, we can get around that. It's very, very early in this game, so it's very hard to make any kind of assessment that has any weight. Can we use the period? Yeah, the period works, the auto walk. Let's start using that again. The things I am intrigued with, wilderness is cool. The idea of all these different dungeons scattered about is awesome. Feels kind of Ultima-ish in its own way, but with roguelike variation, which is great. Well, here we go. Have we gone through here? I don't know. Hard to tell where you've been, too. The quests idea is wonderful. You know, having variation on races and classes is always a good thing, in my opinion. You cripple the rock lizard. You cripple it. You slain it. You demolish it. So even with the silly messages off, we're still getting more descriptors than we usually do. As long as it doesn't tell me I cut off a fucking leg of a snake. That's alright. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, there's a lot of things here to like, for sure. The graphical scheme is bugging the Christ out of me. Again, we may have to switch to tiles just so we can more clearly see what's going on and where we've been and that sort of thing. It's not that between gate. I wonder if they teleport literally between those 2 points. A newt. Let's try and do everything manually here. Let's just try and kill them without resorting to spells if we can avoid it, because I don't know if there's a penalty using those spells, you know? I'll try and see if I can find anywhere a... let's get these two. If I can find anywhere a... what do you call it? A manual to go with PernAngband. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm not sure there is one. Let me just better situate my... let's see if this helps my... Is that better? Is that better or is that worse? Sorry, I'm just setting up my computer in a way that will aid my ability to continue doing this and not cripple myself. It's a little better, I guess. All right, let's get this scroll. Pressing G. The money automatically picks up. Oh, a fortune cookie. Let's... Should we eat that? I guess we're not hungry yet. We'll save it till we're hungry. Fortune cookie, that's interesting. It's unique. I don't know if I love it in the context of either Middle-earth or Pern or anything, but it's unique. But a lot of these between gates, do we dare step on one? I'm going to try it. A dark rift opens to the between here. Oh, that might be because I'm a Dragonrider. Again, having started to read the Dragonriders of Pern, I know that they can open a space to the between, and the between, when they're in there, that's how they get, you know, home. For instance, they can sort of teleport in that way. And it did mention we're masters of teleportation, so perhaps solely because we are a Dragonrider, we get these and other characters would not. I'm not sure. I'm not going to use it right now. I'm not even sure how to use it, but it's there. You see again, yeah, show the experience needed for next level is set to yes, and very clearly that is not the case here. So it's also saying, well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Well, fuck, there. I guess it is. We have 52 experience. We need 53. I guess it is happening. Maybe it just took a while to catch up. Maybe it had to update itself. You know, I had to gain some experience before it kicked in that aspect of it. Okay, so that is how much we need. All right, it is working. All right, that's kind of cool. Dare we try? I'm going to save this. I'm going to save the game first. File, save. All right. Now I'm going to try using that option and just try the old color scheme just to see what that is. In case it gives us... Use old Zangband colors. It says old Z. Maybe that means Zangband? Let's say yes. Requires... What does it say? Reload the game. All right, let's make sure the option is set. And it is. And let's try loading... I'm going to leave it for now. Next time we load up the game, hopefully we'll find out if it worked. I don't want to mess with it right now, just in case. I don't like fucking around with shit like that. What if we screw up our game somehow? Sadly, character level 2 is the highest I've been. I've only been this high once before, and I don't want to mess it up. I also didn't realize, or remember, or recognize that, you know, the usable racial/class skills were in this game, the way they are in Angband, or Zangband, rather. So my first time playing, I didn't have access to those summoning spells, and then when I met powerful monsters, I just had to run and or die. Search. There we go. Just to have the option. I mean, let's see how much experience we get for picking this lock, by the way. I'm just going to keep doing it until we get it. How are we doing for lock picking? I imagine pretty shitty. Disarming is fair, and it's taking this much effort. Wow. We need 49. Come on, pick that lock. There, we got one experience for it. Let's get this one too. 47. That's my pet mold that I accidentally summoned. I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I killed something. What was it? Don't even know. Whatever, maybe it was invisible. Oh, here we go. A clear icky thing corpse. Yeah, I guess it was kind of invisible. Being clear and all. Your light is growing faint. That's fine. Oh, come on. Don't tell me every goddamn turn. Just tell me when it runs out. It won't let me auto-walk, of course, because, to level 1 because my light is growing faint. And it wants to update that message every 2 seconds. Alright, let's drop. Drop. That's wield, first of all. Wield H. Drop I. To appease Tillian, I think we had to find altars and then like sacrifice stuff or something like that. The religion system seems kind of involved, which is cool. But I don't know, with lacking an altar, I don't know what else I can do to make Tillian happy and, you know, get ourselves glowing again, if you will. How do we get out of here? See what I'm saying? It's fucking blurry as fuck. Like that map is of no use to me. Ugh. I'm sorry. I am not a fan of the... Alright, let's try eating the fortune cookie. Of the graphical option they have chosen to use here. C. That tastes good. There's a message in the fortune cookie. Not even a message. There is message in the cookie. It says, no poison is immediately deadly. You are no longer hungry. You have no more fortune cookies. Alright, that's fine. That's a useful tip in general. Just letting you know there's no insta-death via poison in the game. For a new player, that could be information that has value. Average leather gloves. Money. I like the money. Want to save up to get enough to get better armor, you know? What's this guy? A newt. There's a lot of these teleportation things. Again, I'm assuming purely by use of the in-between reference. That fortune cookie didn't fill me long, which is, of course, quite rational. We can eat firestones. Oh, firestones you feed to your dragon, as I understand it. I don't know what... I mean, when we use this, we've done summon monsters, which if that was the only power we had, is pretty fucking amazing. But we also have Dragon's powers, Hypnotize Pet, Awaken Hypnotize Pet. I don't even know what that means. Turn Pet into Companion? I mean, we can't do that for... Well, we could do it now. I guess we could. If we had enough mana, we don't. I assume we have 3 mana. I don't know what this SN stuff is either. There's a lot of stuff to learn here. Again, if anybody has experience with this game, with this variant... Oh, another fortune cookie. Let's eat it right now. I want to know the fortune. See. I know whatever was, whatever is, whatever shall be. That was not as useful. What the fuck did that mean? Yeah, if anybody has experience with PernAngband and understands what these letters stand for, or for that matter, there's another variant out there that uses them or used them at one time, and therefore you are aware of what they mean, please do share, because I don't know what they mean. And I'm just not sure there's a manual, period. Let's get the leather gloves. Funny, a lot of... Whoops, I didn't mean to fire. Let's press G. Or getting a bit of money, anyway. More money than we got on our... You feel the shimmering potion in your pack is cursed. Okay, good to know. I still want to sell it. Maybe I can throw it to something and figure out what it does. I don't know. Alright, do we have anywhere else to go? On this godforsaken map. It's very fucking hard to tell. On this Tillian forsaken map. You feel the green potion in your pack is good. Alright. I'm glad to hear it. Fuck me. I mean, we could always just go up and come back down again, and we're not finding the dungeon as deadly as it was the first time I tried to play through this. Thankfully, solely because I figured out how to use the... Let's get that ration of food. Solely because I figured out how to summon monsters. Without that, we'd have been dead at that first encounter with a spectral rock lizard. It's one of the decisions you're faced with when you make a roguelike, I guess, or perhaps any role-playing game. And we see it at work right here is, we summoned a monster. The monster killed the enemy, and we got experience. I assume full experience. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I assume so. It's a tough decision right now, at least in yeah, the leather gloves is also average. Right now in Caverns of Saskazian 2, if you summon a monster, that's fine. It'll go out and it'll try and kill other monsters for you. And if it kills them, you get full experience for the most part. There's one type of monster you can summon that doesn't give you experience, but the rest of them all do. And that's totally okay, I guess. But I'm wondering if I should change that. Make it like you get half the experience when they kill a monster for you or something. You know, that way there's a my fear always is that you know, summoners might become too powerful, and I don't want any game that's like an easy way to victory. On the other hand, I routinely lose as summoners, so maybe it's not too powerful for me. That's a, you know, decided and straightforward. Kobold Archer, that's cool. Straightforward example or definitive statement that says it's not too easy. It's just tough to decide. I've recently begun adding in a perk system as well, and if I did go with that route of saying, you know, they give you the half experience for monsters killed by your summoned monsters, it would, oh fuck, it's not lit. It would open up a let me see if we still have this torch to drop first. Yeah, let's drop I. It would open up an avenue for a perk for, say, like warlocks who concentrate on summoning to, you know, as they slowly advance in levels, they collect another, maybe a, I don't know, something invisible. They collect more experience for monsters killed by their summoned creatures. You know, maybe that would be a legitimate perk and a reason to say, okay, I'm going to specifically play a warlock, you know, as an advantage, or a necromancer. So, you know, if they control an undead, maybe they eventually get full experience, or, you know, slowly levels up to that. Let's. I think we're gonna head out of here. Oh, Happy Singing Drunk came down here. I'm sorry. That's not fair. If he wasn't an enemy down here in the dungeon, that's not fair. Like, if I'm gonna get in trouble for that, dudes, I hate this fucking scheme. Let's just try for a second to compare within the dungeon. What does it look like if we switch over to graphics? You know, these tiles are not great, but to be perfectly honest, it's more readable. Readable? Why do I always mispronounce that word? These are not great either, but again, it's, to be honest, like, I didn't see this. Look here, I didn't see this. I did not see this passage here. Didn't know it was there until we did this. Oh, that's where the stairs go up? Maybe? I don't know. I'll go back to, you know, other graphics for now, and we'll decide in the next iteration of this game. We'll try and figure out if well, let's actually go try and use one of these purple in between things first. If we can figure out how to get there without me holding down keys. Why am I doing that? Come on. Come on, Jesus Christ. Alright, this better have been worth it. How do we use this? A dark rift opens. I'm just going to pass my turn? No, it doesn't work. Let's look and see in the list of commands. I mean, we use a fountain with Shift H. Is there a... I don't know. Is there another key for this specifically, or is it just like interact with a feature? Sacrifice at an altar. Maybe I have to stand on it and use a specific ability, perhaps? I'm not seeing anything. Interact with visuals. I'm going to try that in a second. Percent sign. And sign. Interact with colors. That's kind of interesting. Let's try that right away just to find out what that does. Let's try percent sign. Percent sign. Interact with visuals. Can we change a feature? 8. Change feature attribute characters. Terrain 0. The fuck? I mean, what the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? It might be useful, but without... You don't need to make everything so esoteric, guys. You can just fucking make things clear. It's possible. Let's try Shift U. Dragon's powers, maybe? B. Use flame breath, flame damage, go between. Or go back in town? Let's try G, go between. You need to attain level 3 to use this power. Okay, fair enough. How about... Let's not even be on the thing. Let's try it over here. And try go back to town. Like, can we just always fucking teleport back there? That's pretty bizarrely powerful. If so, let's try B. You need to attain level 7 to use this power. So either way, I can't do it yet. I don't know if these serve me any purpose right now. If so, I don't know how to use them. Let's go back to the damned staircase. There's no point in going back to town right now. Like, we don't have enough money to, you know, get anything useful. I don't think. Oh, that's my large gray snake. Let's kill this guy over here. Still need 14 experience before we are a higher level than I've ever been in this game. But I would like to get some better armor at some point soon, because we're pretty unprotected. Sort of. Alright, let's go up. You entered the previous area. Here it is. Let's go right back down, guys. There's no reason not to. I don't know if I saw a staircase down in that dungeon. I'm not sure I did. As you can see, just like any other version of Angband, dungeon levels are not permanent. So we come back down here and it's a completely different area than it was before. Let's eat a ration of food. I will check, maybe not today, because I have other things to do today. I will check soon for clarification on it, whether or not there's a manual anywhere. Let's try searching here. It's not revealing anything. How about here? There we go. I hate this scheme of the absent floors. Oops, get that. I guess we can go back soon just to even get stuff identified as well. I've mentioned this before, something that makes it impossible to judge variants as well. Again, this solely on preference right now, unless I can change the graphical scheme. This game has some marks against it for me just because I cannot stand looking at this particular ASCII tile set. But one thing that makes it very difficult to weigh whether or not you like a given variant is the fact that we're playing such different characters, right? We're playing a Dragonrider here. Oh, we got confused. It's gone, I guess. What was that saying? You see a gray mushroom patch decompose, okay. That's interesting that the corpses can disappear, I guess. What was I going to say? I mean, I'm not sure I like the Dragonrider, not because he's... For the same reasons I didn't like the Maya when I first played it in Angband, is I'm fearful that it's too powerful. Like I don't like things that are unbalanced. I recognize the steeper use of experience might balance it out, and I also recognize that we have so little gameplay time in PernAngband here that saying this is unbalanced is absolutely patently ridiculous. There's no way for me to know that. We've certainly seen that we saw an exorbitantly powerful monster in our immediate sortie down in the dungeon, and maybe that alone merits the fact that you need... oh, there we go. you need more powerful, options like summon monsters. I don't know. See, now, can I learn about this? What do these different things mean? What does QPO? What the fuck does this shit mean? I don't know. Let's go with extra help for new players. Gods. Bracket light. I wonder if it's reminding me that my god is light. Everybody likes to have a little helping hand. What could be better than having a god on your side? But it's not quite that easy. The gods won't just help any mortal who calls for help. You have to give them a little something in between, or two. How do I get in on this? First of all, find an altar. They're just laying around in the dungeon. Then offer a sacrifice. Make sure you're certain you want to worship this god. They don't take rejection very well. Is this our god or not? The stars. We are the Vala of the Moon. Vala of the Stars is somebody else, right? That's Varda. So I think worship, offering her something would be a bad idea. That's kind of cool. Any god has the ability to resurrect their followers if they feel them worthy of the honor. That's quite nice. But such a gift is only granted rarely, and the gods are grudgeful of such favors. Sacrifice items at their altar, the more expensive the better. So I think we have to... Your grace naturally decreases over time. If you pray when your grace is too low, or when your favor is too high, you can find yourself in a lot of trouble. Your favor? What? The only solution is to rebuild your grace with sacrifices and let your favor decrease. Maybe favor is how much favors they've shown you? Okay. Well, that's a little something. At least I know this is not the god we want, I don't think. And actually, looking at it, we are at the 30-minute mark. We're actually a little past it, so perhaps I'll call it right here. I'll just park myself here. And we'll return likely tomorrow to PernAngband and see what else we can learn about this game. And, maybe on loading it up, the graphics will look different and more to my liking. We'll see. If not, I'll have to try and remember to set them back. That's about all I got to say. All right, guys. I'll see you anon. I hope you have a great day. Bye. File save. SC file exit and stop.